Hello everyone and welcome back to the unemployment journey where we'll be travelling across Europe's major leagues and trying to win as many trophies as possible. And I figured before the Europa League final against Roma, we'll just take a look at some of the awards that have come through for the Bundesliga, just because it's been a good season. Obviously it ended in big disappointment with the last couple of games, but at the same time we had an absolutely unbelievable season. The aim was to get in the top four. We finished third, so from pre-season perspective we did alright. Guiri was a big reason for that. 30 goals in 34 games, average rating of 7.39. He's the German Footballer of the Year and the Players Player of the Year and the top goal scorer of the competition. And we can see there some other players, Kevin Campbell played very, very well. Same with Jonathan Tah, but it went to Guiri. And you can see there 30 goals compared to Werner's 22 and Buitnik's 16. So, both of these are well ahead of everyone else. Guiri scoring almost double of Buitnik's. Team of the Year dominated by Leverkusen, a couple of Leipzig players, and then Guiri as well. Same with the Players Team of the Year, just one more Leverkusen player in there. And yeah, I'll show you what the competition was. We ended up dropping to thirds. Leipzig managed to beat Leverkusen on the last game of the season, so if we had won those last two games against Dortmund and Leverkusen, we would have won the league. Even just winning that game against Leverkusen, we would have won the league. So that's really disappointing. But at the same time, we have a chance of some silverware against Roma, and we should be looking pretty okay with that. Roma are a good team. Let's not beat around the bush here. They finished 8th, so this is their ticket into the Champions League. Obviously we're in the Champions League, so that's not really a problem. But they've got a really good squad in there. Cristante's a very good player. They've got the likes of Pellegrini, Berardi. Dzeko looks like it's gone, which is a relief because he smashed us when he was with. When we were with Venlo. But this is the team that we're going with. We can't fill up the bench, but we'll do without. So, trapping goal, Toure, Mustafi, Benkovic, Ita, Scasibar, Bernardo, Silva through the middle, Sabitzer, Zivkovic and Guiri. It's done us well throughout most of the year. I think, we can still do better in, maybe next season with some of these positions. But this is the team for the final. This is the team that hopefully can bring us some silverware. And we can look at their squads. Lopez in goal, Florenzi, Mancini, Spinazzola, great players in there. Diawara, Pellegrini, Berger, really good midfield there. Zaniolo, Berardi, and they've got a Nugent up front who's very, very good for 18, but he's only got 5 goals all season. So hopefully he will kind of flop, is what I'm hoping for, but motivate them. I think we'll go with our usual 4-2-3-1. I'm not going back to that 4-3-3. I think it's really defensive, and I think with them going with a holding midfielder, we can then start putting the pressure on, and especially with that sort of number 10, as Berardi's tripped up one of our players, so I was hoping they might get a yellow for that at least. But yeah, I think we've got a really good team on paper. Obviously there's a few positions that I want to strengthen. Might look to get a better number 10 in there. Some depth on the wings is clear and obvious. I lack a game-changing player if, say, Zivkovic and Sabitzer aren't playing that well. And I think Sabitzer's about 28, 29. So he's at his peak, but could we get someone better in that's maybe a little bit younger? Quite possibly. And that, what a finish that was from Zivkovic. It was a great ball over the top from Jose Silva, and Zivkovic drilled that into the roof of the net from, well, it looked like a half volley then. We'll see that again. So Mustafi on the ball, plays into Silva, and he spotted the run from Zivkovic, chests it down, and then lashes at Lopez. Looks like he got a hand to it. It wasn't enough. And we take the lead. And Sabitzer's taken a knock. We'll see how he recovers from it. I don't want to take him off just yet. He looks like he's recovered pretty quickly. But what a start this was in the opening 10 minutes, getting a goal. And they haven't had a shot in the opening 23 minutes. We haven't had too many efforts ourselves, but obviously at the same time, if they don't shoot, they don't score. And I want to keep it like that as long as possible. They haven't really got a proper centre forward up front, in my opinion. They've got a young 18-year-old, obviously, but Guiri goes close with a decent effort there. But at the same time, I don't think Villaverde's very good enough, if you know what I mean, to really challenge us. And just looking at their bench, I can't see a centre forward that really jumps out unless they move like Berardi up front, for example. As the ball goes over everyone, Ita now. Can you put the ball in, pulls it back to Bernardo, and good effort there. Straight at Paulo Lopez though, but good effort, good move. And we're looking alright actually. We're looking really, really good. Much better than I thought, to be honest, much better than I thought we would. And that's half time. Couldn't have asked for a better half. 58% possession, 7 shots, 4 on target, 1 goal. They haven't had a shot on goal at all. And that's exactly what I'd want. Praise it. I'm happy. Keep it up. And let's go in the second half. And hopefully we can keep this up as long as they don't have any efforts. It's fine by me. I'm absolutely more than happy with that. Even if we kill this game, they're very, very deep. They're not really closing us down so much, and we're getting a lot of space and a lot of joy out wide. So it's another chance for us. Ita into Silva now. Can he put a ball in? He does. Mancini heads that one out, but only as far as Paulo Bernardo. That's blocked. And they've got a chance to counter it here, and they get it out, but it's not really a chance for us. And Sabitzer's still looking like he's struggling. So I will take him off. So we'll move Zivkovic from inside forwards. We'll put Kostic on and move him to a winger. And that's all we'll do. And our centre back's playing really well. I'll praise everyone. See if that motivates him a little bit more. 70 minutes on the clock. What I will do is put Kamyid on because I'd like him to play in the final. Guiri's not having the best game. He sort of tailed off towards the end of the season, which coincided with some of our sketchy form, as Ita's offside for that. And they've had 1 shot off target this whole game. More than happy with that. Really more than happy with that. Lozano's come on again. They've put a centre forward on who's, in my opinion, worse than Villaverde is. Taking Berardi off. Bamba's on. Again, he's young. He's not that great. And looks like this is going to be the end of the game, and we might have our first bit of silverware in this series if we can hold on to it as the ball goes forward. But Ita picks that one up. Let's move the mouse out of the way. Let's play that all the way back. Trap now. Out to Mustafi. Back to Trap once more. Now Benkovic. And we're just passing this around. try and kill off the game. Good ball out to Torre. Now Zivkovic into Silva. Gawiri now. Good save. Kostic runs it out of play. I was hoping that turn away from goal there and maybe bring it in. But with a minute left, let's see what happens here. Zaniolo clears that one out. And there's only 40 odd seconds left of the game. Ita now finds Zivkovic. Good ball over the top. Now Torre. Zivkovic. Camille into Palabernardo. Out wide to Torre. And Ruggiero clears that one out. And they're coming forward now. They've not really challenged us. Bamba's effort is wild. And I was thinking, God. I mean, to be fair, there's the final whistle. We've got the trophy. Let's see us celebrate. There we are. Our first bit of silverware in the series. And we tailed off towards the end of the season, but I'm delighted with that. You can see there from the stats, fully deserved after that performance. Mustafi man of the match, Benkovic man of the match. We played really well, and I'm really, really happy with that. Zivkovic and Jose Silva, some of our signings, made a difference here, and over the moon with that. Congratulations. Roma just didn't seem up for it, and we can see there. Frankfurt win Europa League. Deschamps isn't happy. We've got 7.32 million for that. Also, we ended up getting 75 million. I think more than that, actually. Let's look at this. We've got now 88 million in prize money. And look at that bank balance there. If we don't come out with a war chest of transfer budget to spend, we've got 50 odd million already, but we could make some proper signings for next season. Medals for the Europa League, that's fine. Zivkovic, he's happy we won some silverware. I didn't even know I promised that to him. Pre-season odds was 35 to 1, so you can see there it wasn't expected, but at the same time we've won it. I'm happy with that. Let's see the review. Underachievers AC Milan, overachievers Braga will beat him in the semi-final. They got top goal scorer, assists and average rating, but at the same time we lifted that trophy. We deserved that trophy, and board are happy with that. You can see there some good company in there. Atletico Madrid, Chelsea, Man United, Napoli, Lyon, and yeah, really, really happy with that. But what I'll do is we'll do a proper season summary next episode, and then hopefully for next episode we can go through who our potential Champions League group is. We can go through some transfers that have been made. I'll do it in the middle of the transfer window, just because usually there's a lot of transfers, and I don't want to keep it so long and keep some of the early games of the season away. But that's going to be it for this episode. Please leave a like if you enjoyed it, subscribe for future episodes, and make sure you hit that notification bell as well so you don't miss a video, and I will see you next episode for the season summary. Thank you.